What's going on, guys? This is Aaron from Departures Capital, and we're here with Ryan Yench, CFO and Director of Golden Rapture Mining. Pleasure to have you on today, Ryan. How are you doing?
Uh, Not too bad. Yourself?
Excited to be chatting. It's a good time for gold, and it's a brand new company. So, can you start by giving us a brief introduction to Golden Rapture, telling us a bit more about the company and how everything came to be?
So Golden Rapture, we're an exploration company. So we're operating in sort of the Rainy River Gold District in northwestern Ontario. Incorporated about 2 years ago and just went public on the CSE in mid-March. So far the stock's up about 150% from the pre-IPO round and over 50% for our IPO investors. So it's doing good, and we have just under 23 million shares outstanding. And so far, since we've been listed, we just announced some sampling that we did prior, and we're at the property right now doing some follow-up sampling and some drilling as well.
Lots of work to be done. We'll chat about that too. So, as a newly listed IPO in the gold sector, what sets Golden Rapture apart from its competitors? And how do you plan to capitalize on this differentiation to attract both retail and institutional investors?
Okay, so what I think sort of sets us apart is on a management level, we got more skin in the game than most companies. If you check SEDI, our team has around 20-ish%. And if you sort of contrast that to most sort of public companies out there, we're sort of in the top percentile there. We're very shareholder friendly, obviously from sort of the valuations that we chose from all our raises. Our investors are all up, and so we wanted to choose a valuation where it was easy for an investor to make money. Also, we have a disciplined eye on the CFO for G&A spend. For our investors' money, we want to put the majority of it in the ground, sort of proving out the property.
Definitely. So, with the recent high-grade gold results from your Phillip Township property, can you elaborate on how Golden Rapture Mining plans to leverage this success to attract investors and propel the company's growth in the gold sector?
So we think of it sort of like a thesis, right? So either your results is sort of want to either help prove it out, or disprove it. So the recent results were really high grade, and it told us that there's a lot to sort of follow up there. So we are at the property right now, starting with some sampling, but also doing some drilling in at the various gold occurrences. So there's going to be a lot of news flow when that comes out. It'll probably come out in a staggered fashion, just because there's different areas there, but there should be sort of some consistent news to come.
Excited to cover it. So, the company recently commenced a follow-up surface sampling program. How do you anticipate these results will contribute to the company's overall exploration strategy?
So the initial sampling and the sampling that we're doing right now, that's going to be sort of useful data for our geo to sort of establish even more geo targets. We do have VG, visible gold, on the surface, so we're going to do some drilling on the sort of the ready-made geo targets that we already have. But we're going to see those results come in and see where next we can go. So the cost of drilling for we believe is among sort of the lowest in Canada, because certain areas have different costs, like Golden Triangle, it's $600-700 a meter because it's helicopter fly-in. We got lots of sort of infrastructure locally, and our drill contractor, he's located about 15 minutes away. So all that sort of helps keep the cost low.
Definitely. So, the expansion of the Phillips Township property to 18 mine shafts indicates a significant commitment to growth. How does Golden Rapture Mining plan to optimize these assets and maintain a competitive edge in an evolving market landscape?
So the mine shafts were there from the late 1800s. So it was before the Klondike Gold Rush. You had sort of the Lake of the Woods Gold Rush. So they were putting it in production they built sort of a mini tram system there, and they would basically fill up barges to take it to the nearest mill. So some of that work, I mean, they were mostly just going off line of sight, visible gold. Some of that was going to factor in our sort of exploration strategy, but a lot of it will be using new age tools that they didn't have back then, right? So, so going forward, it's again, we want to have it spending in a disciplined manner. So most of it goes in the ground, and then the current gold environment, I mean, we're sort of hitting all-time highs almost every single month. So it sort of encourages companies to produce more news to sort of attract investors.
So considering the current state of the gold sector and market dynamics, how does Golden Rapture Mining plan to navigate challenges and capitalize on opportunities to ensure sustainable growth and value creation for shareholders in the long term?
So the current gold market is great. When we first picked up the property a couple of years ago, it was sort of in the dumps. And that's how we were able to negotiate what we thought was an incredible deal. I don't think we could sort of duplicate that if gold prices were at sort of the current levels, right? So we feel that we sort of outdone ourselves there. Yeah, as far as the current gold prices, a lot of juniors have sort of lagged. You've seen sort of the increases in the spot price, but the juniors still have yet to go. But that's good for new investors from a valuation standpoint, right? Just because you can get the shares for cheaper.
So Ryan, it's been a pleasure having you on, learning about the company. You know, I've been part of this since before it went public, so really excited to be talking about it now that it's active trading. And I look forward to more news, more results, and hopefully a successful year for you guys coming up.
Thanks for having me here.